Protect device. What's happening? What have I done? All right, I need to fix this. It's not clear yet. Something is happening. We are live. This is not clear yet. Why? Maybe come and see. Why is this not clear?
Just doing.
Why is this not? He said I should rotate. Oh, that's it. Oh, how many? I think I need to wear my glasses. All right, let's talk this. Hello, everyone. Hello, hello. Who is watching? Hi, it's actually night now. So I said, let me just do live. It's weekend and I think we are having a very long weekend this week. Monday is a public holiday. So I said, why not have fun? Okay, so hello, so many people. It's okay, where are we going? All right, just know we are walking around. Okay, I'm going to turn this around. This is, oh, my hand. Ooh, something is happening. I think I didn't position my child. Hold on. Oh, what's happening? Oh, it's bad.
You want me to hold on?
No, don't hold it. Okay, I need to position this very well. Take it off, yes. Ooh, my hand. Okay. I need to rotate this. Yes. All right. Hello, everyone. Hello. Welcome to my live section. It's almost... Oh, hold on. Let me place this in very well. What is happening to me? Yes. Yes. I am good to go. I am talking. All right. We are good to go. Hello. Tell Jide to come. All right, let's talk this. Work with me in our local mall. It's actually almost, what's the time now? Then we will talk about these job opportunities. Like, it's actually 7. Yes, 3 minutes past 7 now in Western Australia. And I'm sure that you guys know that in Australia we have different time, okay? People in Sydney their time will be around 9 p.m. Sydney, Melbourne, and Brisbane. And people in Western Australia is just 7 p.m. So it's actually night, but this mall is still open. So I said, let me talk to you guys and also show you around Australia to actually motivate you. I need to read this. Nebechi, hold this phone. Let me get my glasses. All right, let's go this way. Pick this up. Okay, so currently, just like I always say, there is high shortage of skills in Australia. Like when I say it, and if you have any of these skills and you haven't moved or you don't have any plan to move, there is something you are not doing right. Like something. Find a cook job. All right, let me show you around. Someone said, is it possible that I can find a cook job? Yes, it is. There's so many cook jobs. Let me show you around this mall so you can see actually. Okay, you can go with maybe to Kmart. Yeah, I'm coming. Okay, I want to show someone. So this is the eateries, okay? You see so many eateries in just a very tiny mall. They need people. Most people you see here are Asians, the cooks, and few Africans, as in working as chef. All right? Okay? So there is a lot, but I don't want to go that way. Yes, if you go to seek.com, actually, in one of my videos last month, I shared a lot of jobs for cooks with visa sponsorship. Chef job is one of those jobs that you can easily find online for Australia. Okay? They are employing and they are also doing visa sponsorship. Okay? Then shoot your question, because I'm going to mention these occupations now for you. So there are 10 of them. So even though there are 10, there are still more. Okay? The first one, I know everyone will say we know it's going to be that. The first one is nursing. Okay? If you're a nurse, if you're a registered nurse and you want to migrate to Australia, and at this stage you are still confused, you need to get it right. Like seriously, you need to get it right. Okay? Where there are a lot of nursing jobs, but the thing is this: before you can practice in any country, mostly first world country, you have to do your registration. Find a way to do your registration and move. If you are a nurse and you're still scared of writing English, you are on your own. Seriously, I am telling you, you need to develop that attitude that I'm gonna conquer English. I will get my out and I'm gonna move. Okay? Without that, it's really hard. Let's move to the next occupation. Okay? Secondary school teachers. Are you a secondary school teacher and you are still below 45 years? Secondary school teacher and below 45 years, and you are still confused on how to move. Are you really following me on YouTube, or you are new? Okay, so Australia desperately need secondary school teachers. Is property management a lucrative job as well? All right. Property management is that kind of job you can just go immediately. They need to vet you, because you know that whose property are you going to be managing, and because you are really new in the environment, the business owners will find it hard to employ you. Okay, because you don't actually know the culture. How do you treat their customers and so on? Okay, so yes, it's lucrative. They are very rich people if you can get that, but the thing is that will you be able to break even as a newcomer? That's another question. Okay, will you be able to break even as a newcomer? Now, another one. So I've talked about registered nurse, I've talked about secondary school teachers. Now let's talk about software and application programmers. Computer programmers. I know so many people studied computer programming in Africa. Why are you scared to shoot your shot? There are so many ICT jobs going around. Find out what is required. It's not like finding out what is required. I always say what is required. You need to follow the steps and get yourself to Australia. You are needed here, okay? You need to come here. You need to come here. Omo, you need to come. All right.
Hilarious.
So let's move to the another job. The other one is electricians.
Excuse me, I've got other customers. That's
Okay.
privacy breach.
No.
I can't have you do that in my store, please.
It's okay.
Thank you.
All right. So they told me that customers, blah, blah, blah. You know how it is. So you got to respect everyone's right. Okay? So we talk about the electricians. Let me turn these around. Electricians, please, this is not electrical engineers. This is purely electricians. So you don't need to be an engineer to be an electrician. If you have a diploma, HND, and so on, Certificate, trade certificate. You are qualified to be an electrician, okay? So you don't need to be an engineer to be that. So another occupation. Any question going forward? All right. So electrician is another occupation that is in demand. Another one is carpenters and joiners. Carpenters. The only problem most carpenters have is that they don't have trade certificates. They don't have trade certificates, and it's really hard when you don't have trade certificates to actually do skill assessment. Please, I have 6 years experience as a customer service agent in there. Customer service agent. So many people have that qualification. Customer service agent is not one of those professions that someone wants to bring you in with a visa sponsorship, okay? And most of the states don't have it in their occupation list. So it's really hard for you to come in with it, okay? So carpenters and joiners. Carpenters and joiners are needed. Metal fitters and mechanic. The other guy that is moving with his family this month is metal fitters mechanic. So this is for metal fitters and mechanics. You need to have trade certificates. Someone actually told me that most African countries, I know that South Africa has a trade certificate and Zimbabwe has, and someone actually told me that Nigeria also gives trade certificate. Please, if you have done any of these skills or skills acquisition and you actually want to travel abroad, please make sure you collect your trade certificate. It's very important. Another one is motor mechanic. Actually, you see, motor mechanics are needed. Like seriously, mechanics are needed. Cybersecurity job in Australia. You need to find it online. You need to find job, and there are most people from India, those are their jobs. If you're from India, they normally take people from India for that job, okay? He said, I have 6 years experience in accounting. Is that accounting that you said? Do you know that accountants are in most regional occupation lists? If you're an accountant, you need to do your skill assessment and move, okay? You really need to do that and move. And plumbers, can you imagine that? If you are a plumber, you are needed in Australia. So this is the list. You see that? Okay. Then, plumbers, motor mechanic, university lecturers and tutors. I see most people telling me they are university lecturers and they don't know what to do. What do you mean? You are needed in Australia. You need to find your route. There are so many visas, and I've shared them in my platform, okay? So you need to find your route, do your skill assessment if you are a tutor or a university lecturer, and you have to move. I have 3 years as a secondary school teacher. Yes, I have mentioned secondary school teacher, you have to move. You really have to move. Then, yes, there is a pathway for you. You are qualified for visa 150, visa 149, and so on. Now we have construction managers. Construction managers are needed as well. Construction managers are needed. And which other one have I mentioned? So there are mostly 10 of them I have mentioned. You have mentioned motor mechanic, university lecturers and tutors, plumbers, metal fitters and mechanics, carpenters and joiners, construction managers, electricians, software and application programmers, secondary school teachers, and registered nurses. Yes, okay. For you to come to Australia, you must not always have a job. You must not always have a job. I hear so many people ask me this question, must I get a job to come? I said no. I've shared so many visas in my platform. in my YouTube platform about other visas that you can get without any job. Like, they are for offshores. You can come in without a job. Some of them are even permanent residents, and some of them are 5 years temporary residents. Okay? They are on my channel. You can ask me a question, and if you want consultation, one-on-one consultation for me to put you through the step, you let me know, or you book it. The link is on my Instagram bio as well. But coming to Australia, you just need to follow the right route. People are coming every day. Visas are being granted every day. I know some people are saying it's hard, it's hard. No, everything in life is hard, but you got to try. There are Africans here, there are Asians here, there are white people from other countries as well. Okay, I am a professional welder with 6 years experience. You need to do your skill assessment. Welder, there is one they call first class welder or fitter welder. There are so many of them. Please, your occupation is almost in all the state occupation list. If you are a welder, all you need is to calm down, follow the step and do your skill assessment. Or you go the job route. You keep looking for a job, find a job, and find a sponsor. Okay? Yeah. So if you are a welder, yes, your occupation is in the list as well. Okay? Get the question coming. Okay? All right. So it's actually nice. A lot of people have gone. And yeah, I can't see those questions. Now, does Australia have internship? Internship as regards to, what do you mean internship? As regards to when you study here, you go for internship. When you study here, you go for internship. It does happen. But you cannot just come up for internship. Does Australia have internship? Yeah, please, I am a registered nurse. Show me. Oh my goodness. How can you ask me that question? You're a registered nurse. You are overqualified. The only thing is that you are scared. You are scared to follow the suit. You know what is possible. You know what is required. You need to register with nursing council of any country you are going to practice in. That is the first step. Once you do your registration as a registered nurse, you will be in your home country and you can get a permanent residence and move. Okay? So you just need to do the right thing. Okay? Keep the question coming. Keep the question coming. Keep the question coming. Keep the question coming. Where is the questions? All right. Okay, so just like I said before, you can come to Australia with different means. It can be through student visa. I know student visa, you need to pay a lot of money. Okay, so depending on your exchange rate, your home country's currency exchange rate. Okay, so I won't be mentioning the amount that you need to have in the bank as proof of fund. Just know that for proof of fund, anyone can sponsor you. It can be someone related to you or not related to you. It can be anyone. As long as there is a written document to support that this person is actually sponsoring you, there is a proof. And make sure that person is willing to release every information concerning how he or she makes that money. Okay? Truck driver, I haven't actually seen a visa sponsorship for truck driver. I haven't actually seen anyone currently. Yeah, hello Jed, I am from, can I come to stay with my family? I am a teacher. Yes, let me tell you, when you do your skill assessment as a teacher, the visa you will actually get is a family visa. So you are allowed to come with your family members. You are allowed to come with your family members. So yes, you can do that, but you need to sacrifice something. You need actually to follow the process. Agricultural engineer. Gosh. You are an agricultural engineer. Have you ever seen the occupation list? I always share everything. Yes, you are qualified. Overqualified. Agricultural engineer. Please check the occupation list. You need to do your skill assessment. agricultural engineer, you are actually recognized outside of your country, outside of Africa. That is where they recognize agriculture. Like, you will be pampered. You will be pampered. Unskilled and untrained workers. Tell me exactly what you mean by unskilled and untrained workers. Okay? Hello. Yeah, tell me exactly what you mean by that. Okay, I need to know what you mean by unskilled and untrained workers. Yeah, so are you talking about this nursing assistant thing? I'm telling you guys again, the nursing assistant thing, Australia doesn't do it like UK. There is no pathway to bring offshore workers of nursing assistants, or what do you call it, certified healthcare assistants, so many things you call them. There is no pathway. You see those jobs they are showing you on YouTube. It's not for offshore. Those jobs are from people. I've made a comprehensive video about that, but I see that people are new in my channel are still asking me that question. Those jobs that people are showing you on YouTube for care assistants or aged care workers is not for offshore applicants. They are for applicants that's already in Australia that want to move to another region. That's why you see visa sponsorship, to help them move to another region or location. And there are people in Australia that don't have permanent residence or long-term temporary visa, like students, new graduates, and so on. Okay, so these are the people they want to come to the location to do those jobs, and they will give them visa sponsorship, not for someone outside of Australia. So anytime you see people show you those jobs on YouTube, I'm like, no, this is really wrong. It's false hope. Okay, it's just like telling a nurse that click on a job and apply. No, I'm not gonna say that to a nurse. It is a wrong information. I always say the truth. You know me. We keep it real in J. Kenny's creation. If you are a nurse and anyone is telling you to click a link and apply for a job, that is wrong. You must write English, do your registration with the nursing council of that country before you can move. How do I get in touch with you? If you want, I'm on Instagram. I always share my link. If you go to my Instagram bio, you will see my link for consultation, or you can send me DM. Okay, but the DM, you know how it will go. So if you want one-on-one and you actually need advice, please book for consultation. That is what I will advise you. What of seasonal workers, fruit pickers? That is another wrong information they give to you on YouTube. It is wrong information. It is not valid. There is no fruit picker coming from Africa. It is not happening. I know that they're showing you all this information on YouTube. It's not happening. In Australia, that's what we call backpackers. Backpackers are people from countries, like some European countries around. They come in for holiday for like 6 months. They give them this, it's called working holiday visa. So they use that visa to work and they go back. Okay? That is it. So it's not for Africans. Can you imagine if there is a job like fruit picker in Australia? Do you know how many people that will be here? So when they share these jobs on YouTube, and I look at it, I say, what a mess. Why are you giving people wrong information? It is not happening. I am telling you the truth. It is not happening. Okay? No fruit picking job to come as, unless you are here and you decided to do that job, you can go and do it. But it cannot give you visa to come in unless you are qualified for a working holiday visa. And Africans are not qualified for working holiday visa. And Indians and Bangladesh, any country that is a third world country or a developing country, is not qualified for working holiday visa. No, you cannot work. But with tourist visa, please go and check my video. I have a video on working a tourist visa. I have a comprehensive video about that. I'm not going to answer you that question because it's yes and no. Actually, it is no, but it has a condition that can be taken out if something happens for you to work. Okay? So it's capital no, but there is what? A comma somewhere there. Okay? Yeah, with tourist visa. I know many people want to come with tourist visa. It depends. Are you strong enough to weather it? Are you really ready to weather it? Okay, so it's still your choice. All right, bring your question, let's see. Please, why is it that someone that is above 45 cannot travel to Australia unskilled? Oh, my brother, my sister, you know, each country, they believe that if you are above 45, that you're actually old. I reckon it used to be 50 years. It used to be 50 years, but they reduced it to 45. But actually, there is a visa that will allow you to come in, but you need to find a sponsor. Visa 482. It has some concession for English language and age that you can actually come in if you are over 45. But you must find a job. That's the thing, okay? So the why is because they believe you are old once you are 45. Yeah, it's kind of funny though, because back in Africa, you are 45, you are still agile mopo, you are still functioning. But you know how Oyibo they reason, eh? The Oyibo way, okay? What can we do? All right. I am a cooperative expert. Cooperative expert. Any migration. Cooperative expert. Please, can you explain what you mean by that? Cooperative expert. That's a big name, man. Huh? So how can one get the job? By going to apply for the job. Is there anyone that is telling you there is a job, what do you call it, recruiter, overseas recruiter in Australia? That is another lie, a white lie they are telling you guys. There is no overseas recruiters for Africans or anybody from third world country in Australia. You need to find a job in seek.com, jora.com, indeed.com, look for job and find it. Or you go partly skilled route, where you do your skill assessment and apply for your visa without any sponsorship and you come in. There is no overseas recruiter, okay? Diesel mechanic can have a trade test certificate. Diesel mechanic, yes, it is there in the list, okay? It is in the list of occupation. Please find your trade as assessment, assessing authority, assessing body. Find them and apply for the visa. Did you guys buy things? Jide, do you buy something?
I bought a lolly. Do you want?
No, I don't want lollies.
We're gonna go in and look at it. I have my friend on my phone.
Huh? You have what? Where? Okay, you still going. Keep your receipt in case they check, okay? All right. You want to go with Nate? All right. Okay, shoot. Can I get a job in Australia with a diploma in civil? All right. I want to tell you something. If you have a diploma in civil engineering, can I just search for the list of occupation here? So there is something that is called, is it craft person? Civil engineer craft person. So just like maybe, don't go very far, okay? All right. So just like surveyors or architects, okay? So for this occupation, and even electrical engineers and civil engineers, so they under their occupation list, there's something they call that profession with craft person. So is a junior in ranking, so is below civil engineer. So when you have a diploma, you will not be qualified as a civil engineer because they will need a 5 years degree, but actually you will be qualified for a civil engineer or something craft person. So that means that you are going to assess your qualification as a trade skill, which is lower, and with your HND, you'll be qualified, okay? And if you have enough experience, it's also a plus for you. Yes, you can. Not as a civil engineer, but as a craft person that works with a civil engineer. Tailor. Do you know that tailor is actually in the list of our skill occupation? Check the link in my channel, okay? So there is trade, but the thing is this: there is tailor, dressmaker, tailor, okay? They are qualified for visa 190, which is a permanent resident visa, and they are also qualified for visa 491? Yes, 491, which is also a regional sponsored visa for 5 years. But the thing is this: for you to be nominated, yeah? Huh? I'm not sure. You can check around, okay? I'm not sure. Just know I'm here, okay? You come back. So, what happened? Yeah? Yeah, you can. You can. You can. All right. So what happened with tailor is this. You must have a certificate. Okay? That's the problem we normally have back home. Having that certificate, a trade certificate, an experience. But for them to sponsor you, it is only actually one state that I have, even though it's in a federal state, you know the way you have a federal occupation list, then you have a state one. So the state can only nominate you if you have any occupation they want, and they publish their list. So for tailors, I have only found tailor in one occupation list, which is South Australia. It's a beautiful state anyways. So South Australia have said that they will sponsor someone that has done expression of interest in the federal one that actually selected South Australia, but you must have exceptional skill, a proven exceptional skill in tailoring, in dressmaking. Okay? So if you think you have exceptional skill in tailoring, dressmaking, why not shoot your shot and select South Australia as a state to nominate you? Another thing I want to talk about is hairdressers and barbers. Do you know that they actually in Australia's skill occupation list? Okay? They are, and most states nominate them. Okay, so yeah, actually the guy that actually cut my son's hair today actually came from UK. Yeah, you can. Please don't spend a lot of money. Okay? All right. Gina, you want to be here? Okay. Maybe you follow me. Are you sure? Are you sure? All right, bye. Okay. Any opportunity for tailors? I've answered about the tailors. Please, yes, there are opportunity for tailor. How can I apply for nursing job? If you are a nurse and you're asking me this question, I will ask you, where have you been all your life? Like, seriously? Have you ever located Jenkins? I'm actually a nurse, so you don't know, I'm a registered nurse in Australia. So when I see nurses that are going up and down, left and right like this, I'm like, you are not serious here. When you are serious, you know what to do, girl. You know how to come out and make that money, you know? But you are still running helter-skelter. You know what to do, girl. If you are a nurse and you are looking for a job, you are doing it the wrong way, okay? You need to register, whether you are going to UK or you are going to Australia or you are going to Canada. But I noticed that some UKs, they actually allow you to work as a nursing assistant, which is easier. When you come in, you write the exam and get a pin or something. But in Australia, it's not like that. For you to get a job, you must actually register with APRA. You have to register with APRA. Okay, APRA is our nursing council here that oversees all the medical qualification as well. So you need to write your English, girl. And you can do other things to come in. There are other pathways you can use to come in here as a nurse. Now, if you're fortunate enough as a nurse, you can actually find a sponsor. There are some jobs I shared in my channel where some people are actually asking nurses that they will sponsor them to do their APRA registration. These are the kind of opportunity you'll be looking for. Or when you find a job and the person said, please, do you have your APRA registration? And you said no, but I'm willing to do it. Then you ask them, can you take me when I've done that? But you know, once you do your APRA registration, man, you can be in Nigeria and get a permanent resident. I tell you, you don't know your ability, you don't know your capability. You can be in Nigeria as a nurse, do your APRA registration, take all your family, you should carry your village people. No, you can't carry your village people. You can only carry your children, your husband or your wife, your children that are below 18 years, not be your village people, and get a permanent resident, or you get visa 49 or even 482. Carry your family, they work out, they go. Stop running around if you are a nurse. You need to liberate your family. Yes, I'm talking to you. Stop running up and down. Go and do your skill assessment. You need to find out what it takes and you do it. There's one thing you guys need to know about migration. If you keep delaying it, you are getting older. And once you clock that age, you can't take it away, girlfriend. You can't take it away. So the earlier the better. I don't want you to be saying, had I known. Today you see so many videos on YouTube telling you about this thing. As far back as 10 years ago, you don't have that opportunity. Even you don't need an agent to do this thing. You just need to follow steps. And when you watch video, you watch it to the end and know what it entails and ask questions. So if you are a nurse, yes, you can even come in as a permanent resident, you can come in as temporary resident, you can decide to find a job and they will help you to do your APRA registration. But there must be a registration with the council before you can work. Okay? Yeah? Questions? Yeah, where are those questions? Yes, just I keep saying, please, Australia migration is not about sponsorship. Okay? Australia migration, you can come in without a job, without a sponsor. You do your skill assessment, you apply for visa and nominate a state. You make sure that that state you are nominating has your occupation in their list. All these informations are online. All this information are on. They are online. They are there. Use them. Okay? They are there for you to use. Why not try? Shoot your shot. Okay. Secondary school teachers are needed. Man, you haven't replied. What is your question? When you say you haven't replied, I want you to type your question again. Have an experience in administration in health sector. No. Administration in health sector is not a job that will bring you to Australia. It is a job that when you are inside of Australia, you can find. Okay? Anything administration? No. So you said I haven't replied you. Please, can you tell me? Please like my video as we are talking. Click like. I need to see my like increasing. I need to see it is not increasing. Like. Keep liking it. No one has liked it again. My like is not increasing. Please, can you like my video? I'm actually taking my time to do this. I should be cruising and watching Netflix, but I'm doing this. Please like my video. What of those who did other courses like social science? When you do social science, what did you major in? There must be something you major in, is it not? Social science, what is your major? What is your major in social science? Tell me. Did you just do bachelor in social? Please send me the link to the jobs. How much you go pay me? Tell me. How much you go pay me? Make I go link, search for job for you and send you a link. Now what you? I'm telling you how to do it. You don't want. You want me to go and search it and give you. Okay, now. I will go and search for you. Okay. So you said, what of those that have skills in social science, in qualification in social science? Please tell me your major. Secondary school teachers, you are qualified. Go and do your skill assessment. Carry your family, your village people and come to Australia. Shoot for 2 types of visas. 190 is a permanent resident visa, or 491, you don't need a job to come in. However, after your skill assessment, you can decide to find a job that will make it easier for you. Okay, secondary school teachers are needed. They are in the top 10 most in-demand skills in Australia. I have only WAEC. Is Australia not for me? I'm not the kind of person that will say no to you, okay? Who knows? You might decide to come through study route. It's possible. What of the primary and secondary school teachers are needed? Primary school teachers are also needed, but they're not in the top demand. They are not in the top. Primary school is not in the top demand, but secondary school are in the top demand. You know why secondary school are in top demand? Because you need to major in a particular subject, okay? All right. You said WAEC. If you have only WAEC, stop saying you have only WAEC. Go and look for skills and learn. Learn a skill. When you learn a skill, grab a certificate from that skill and have experience in that skill. Stop saying I have only WAEC. There is mechanic, there is carpentry, there is plumbing, there is so many skills that you go and learn. And you be, so I have only WAEC is not, stop saying it, man. Stop. Not in this generation. There are so many skills. All right. 45 years is a cutoff age for normal visa in Australia. Thanks so much so far. Yes, keep liking my videos. I love you guys. You know, I will always tell you the truth. Please avoid anybody that is telling you to apply for a healthcare assistant job from Africa to Australia. It's not happening. Unless that you have someone that is doing a backyard visa for you. Please, I don't know anyone that does backyard visa. Okay? Unless you have anyone that does a backyard visa for you. That is, but if to go and apply for a job, a lot of people, a lot of my followers or subscribers on YouTube have actually tried because they have seen other videos around in YouTube and they went and applied and they told them you have to be in Australia. That's why I said I don't want to be wasting your time. I always tell you something that is right, authentic information. So anyone that is telling you that, please try to avoid that person. And if someone is saying just apply for a nursing job without a registration, avoid that person too. Look for a job that they will say they will sponsor you, or you do your registration and you come over on your own and carry your family. They work out, they go, they run, like run. If you have any of these occupations I've listed, you don't know your potential. Okay, so I've mentioned electricians. Electrician, you do not need to have a degree. HND can do it. Civil engineering, I've mentioned it. Plumber, mechanics, did I say welder? I don't think I said that. Fitter, mechanics, and so on. A joiner, carpenter. You need to have a trade certificate. What about bankers? You won't carry their money for Australia, they run. I've not seen bankers, but I've seen accountants are in demand. Okay? Accountants, tax accountants, auditors, internal and external auditors, and taxation. Yes. For banking, you know how it is. Banking is a local thing. It's hardly to give it to an outsider. You know how it is. It's a secret business. It's a secret business. You should know. Okay? All right? So we are having long weekend. Monday is public holiday. It's actually a Labor Day in Western Australia. The social science, for BSc Environmental Science. Yes, you need to be specific, man. You see how you mentioned it. Environmental science. Actually, there is a skill, an occupation in environmental science in the occupation list. Can you please check the occupation list? You will find it. There is something environmental science there. Okay? But what I'm not very sure of is the states that have it in their occupation list. But there is something environmental science. Please, there is something there. I don't know the job title specifically, but I know there is environmental science, environmental something there. Okay? Please keep liking my video. Like my video. Let's go. Ask me, shoot your question. So I keep saying you can come to Australia on your own without any job, without any sponsorship. You can do it. People are doing it. My family did it, and you can do it. Okay? All right? Anyone can do it. You just need to chill and do the right thing. Okay? Follow Jane Kenny's bumper to bumper. All right. The social science, biochemist. You know this thing, chemist and bio thing. You know how it is. No. I haven't seen anything there, but you can check. Secondary school teacher above 45 years or more. Unless you go and find a job. If you are 45 years and you're a secondary school teacher, my advice to you is that don't go through the pathway where you bring yourself in. There is no visa that will allow you. But if you manage to find a job, tell me what you are teaching. I will be able to advise you. If you are teaching a subject that is in demand in Australia, like science, maths, and so on, I will say find a teaching job in a location and they will sponsor you with visa 482 because they need you. It doesn't matter whether you are 45 years. They will need you unless you are above 55. Okay? I studied food science and technology, but you have no work experience, you see? You see this thing we do in Africa where we study and we go end up with something else. It's not our fault, it's our bad government. They don't allow us do the thing we studied. Yeah, so with skill assessment, with skill migration, There is job, there is a qualification. So even if you don't have exactly that qualification, but something closer to it, it can go. There is trade, okay? Even if you have a degree and you know that you have studied something that is not in demand, why not do a trade on time? Do something trade, have a certificate. You can work with it. Sometimes it's easier to come with a trade certificate than someone that has big qualification. You know that, okay? Sometimes it's easier for you to come in as with a trade certificate than someone that has a big qualification. It's easy, okay? It's actually easy. Yeah, easier. Not that it's easy, but it's easier, okay? All right. So stop giving up and saying it requires planning. You may not move now. You know, one thing, you can be acquiring all this information, gathering this information, and plan yourself. Okay, you know that now what I studied is not in demand and I don't have any experience in it. Let me go and learn how to learn trade, and that trade is trade that is in demand abroad. And wherever I'm learning it, I'll be able to get a certificate that I will use for my assessment. All right. Okay. Okay, I need to hear you out. Yes, I'm happy to hear you out, and I'm happy to talk with you when you book that. Okay? Yeah, just make sure you reply your message, your email. When I reply, I respond to you. Most of you, you book consultation, I will send you email, and you won't respond. I don't want to do backlogs. So I am Oyibo. I do like Oyibo people. We work with time. Boom, 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 boom. We don't do backlog. So if you book for consultation, I send you email immediately. Please respond and tell me when you are available. Okay? Don't learn how to check your emails. Yes, check your emails. All right. Okay. All right. So what we're talking about, moving to Australia. Australia is a beautiful country. I keep telling you. There are so many beautiful things. There are something you guys don't know. I just want to tell you one secret about working in Australia. Okay? Do you know today is Saturday? I don't work on weekends. It's okay. It's not that I don't need money, but family stuff, you know. I only work during weekdays. I have a big family. But if you work on weekend, you earn more. I don't know how many countries in the world that does that. Okay? That's when I say when the students are asking me, ma'am, are you sure I will make my school fees? I'm like, what? What are you talking about? The way I look at them, I said, I've shared in my channel how you will make your school fees. Even when the working hour reduces, okay, you can still make your school fees. When you work on Saturday, you earn more, 55% more of what you're earning. So if you're earning like 200 per day, for example, and you work on a Saturday, you will earn 200 plus 100. That is extra $100. That is extra 50%. And when you work on Sundays, you earn extra 70%. You know what that means? Do you know what that means? And when you work on holiday, I told you Monday is a public holiday. This coming Monday. So for example, if you choose to work on public holiday, you will also earn plus 50% of what you are earning. You know what that means? So if you are a student, you can actually choose to work only on weekends and make your big money. Or you do night shift. Night shift also has its penalty. It's plus 25%. And afternoon shift also is plus 15%. That is one good thing about working in Australia. So you can choose the way you will make your school fees or the way you will settle your family, okay? So once you're coming, there's no going back. I'm not talking about people that come with tourist visa. That one is survival of the fittest. So survival of the fittest, what you see, you take. I've made a comprehensive video about tourist visa and visitors visa. So that one, I'm not getting involved with that one, okay? Yeah. Yes. More job. Australia needs you. You need to calm down. Follow the process. You need to calm, okay? Teaches math. Oh my gosh. If you teach mathematics and statistics but above 45. Please tell me the exact year of this person. Stop telling me above 45. Tell me the age of this person. It has age. Is it 40 what or 50 what? Tell me. Talk to me. Maths and statistics, those are subjects in demand. Please, don't tell me above 45. Tell me the exact age so I will know what to tell you. Because you might be qualified for visa 482. Someone in the location will be able, a school will be able to grab you. You just need to find them. Tell me the age. I need to know the age. My husband is a, what do you say? I said if you are a carpenter, you must have a trade certificate. You do your skill assessment. You must have a trade certificate and do your skill assessment, okay? Carpenters are needed. Carpenters. Yes, I just mentioned 10 most needed occupation in Australia, and carpenter is one of them. I just finished mentioning them. Carpenter is there. So yes, your husband has a place in Australia. Actually, your entire family, you serve, and you will come in here and do that. You are certified nursing assistant. You come in here and earn big. We pay more than UK. We pay more than UK. You know minimum wage of Australia minimum wage. We pay very well, and we look after our workers. Dignity in labor. Everyone is appreciated in Australia. That's one good thing. 46 is not too old. Can you tell your husband to get his CV very well and shoot for job in locations? Look for maths teacher. You know, sometimes I see your CV, you people CV, I'm like, what the heck? Are you applying for a job for your village people? If you want to polish your CV for overseas job, please know that this person is not seeing you. And you should know that this person has already deemed you below standard. So how do you push yourself up? Tell me. You need to put a lot of things in your CV. You need to mention so many things. Bring out projects you have accomplished. If you're a teacher, mention so many things. Mention topics in mathematics and statistics that you can teach even when you close your eyes. You need to sell yourself, man. Okay? I am 26 years. I am a medical laboratory. All right. Medical laboratory. Guy, your job is in the list. Okay? Medical laboratory is in the list of occupation. It is there. I think your pathway has exam. But you can write that exam, man. You can write that exam. That exam is not hard. Medical laboratories is in the list of occupation, and many states want you. All you need is to do your skill assessment, and you can shoot for 2 offshore visas. Visa 491, without a job, you don't need a job. And visa 190, permanent resident, and the other one is 5 years. A state will nominate you. You don't need a job to come in. You just need to do your skill assessment, okay? The good thing about skill assessment is that the information is there online, okay? If you want one-on-one, we can go through it, but in my videos, I provide all this link. I make all the link, and you ask me a question under any video I make, I will respond to you. But if you want one-on-one, like giving you all the attention, that's when you talk about one-on-one consultation, okay? All right. Okay? All right, bring your question. I think once we get to 1 hour, we may end this section. Because I'm actually getting tired. It's weekend. We got to enjoy a little bit. Okay? All right, the questions. Bringing it in. Bringing it in. Bringing it in. All right, so I keep taking. Tourist visa and visitors visa, they are the same thing. They are the same category of visa. They are the same thing. Tourist visa, visitors visas, they are the same thing. Okay? It's the same type of visa. You are not supposed to work unless there is there, a condition there, okay? All right. All right, bring the question. Bring the question. Yes. So you said your husband is 46 years and is he teaches mathematics and statistics. Yes, please. Tell your husband that his best option, because now he's not qualified for um, independent visa where he can just apply without a job because he's over 45, but he can look for a job and the employer will sponsor him under visa 482. Under visa 482. Yes. He's actually teaching subjects that is in your mind. You know how many schools are looking for maths teachers in Australia? You got to know. You got to know your potential. You got to know that you are needed here. You got to move. Do the right thing and move. Okay? Yeah. Okay, so where are we? Madam, what are the kind of jobs now apart from... Please, you are wrong. You are so wrong. I didn't talk about only the health jobs. That is one thing about me. I don't always talk about the head job. I have mentioned so many jobs. Mechanic is not a health job. Plumber is not a health job. Tailoring is not a health job. I've mentioned civil engineering, electrical engineering, electricians. Teaching is not a health job. Australia is not always about health job. And that's why when I see people telling me they do not certified nursing thing, that certified nursing thing you were all doing, you can still do some trade occupation and get a certificate. Why is everyone doing that? Okay, I know that there is this thing with the UK happening, but if it's not working, can't you find something else? There are other trades. I have mentioned a lot of them. You can actually go and acquire skills and certificates. Okay? Please, this channel is not about only about health workers or something. It's not about it. No. Life goes on. Life is not about healthcare workers and stuff. You know what I mean? Life is not about healthcare workers and others. Thank you, madam. Yes, I'm tired. I'm actually exhausted. Please check your Instagram. You're telling me to check my Instagram. You know how many DM I have? Eh? Some of them are even angry with me. When they write me long love letter, like 2 pages, and they want me to read them and reply. You know they pity me at all. Eh? You know they pity me at all. Now, wow. Okay, all right, I will respond to you as long as it's a short one. I will, definitely. Okay. All right. What's the question? Good day. I'm a community health worker. Do you know that community health workers, what is their qualification? Community health worker is in the occupation list. It has an assessing board. What is your qualification? Tell me your qualification. Community health worker. Library science, no, I haven't seen anything like that. That's another kind of, yeah. You know, it has to be in demand. You know, these people just want to close a gap. And when there is no gap, they don't need to close it. Okay? Okay. All right. When there is no gap, they don't need to close it. Okay. Library science. Talk about environmental science. I've told you to check your occupation is in the list. There is something environmental in the list. Okay. It said it's not love message. I know it's not love message. I was being sarcastic. I know it wasn't love message. I know, you know what I mean when I say that. I said it's 2 pages. How can you write me 2 to 3 pages on Instagram Messenger and actually you want me to respond to them immediately? It's too much for me now. You know how many I get in a day. Okay, but I always do. I always say something. Anyways, I always do say something. Yeah. I try my best. I really do try. How many years in 491 is 5 years. In 3 years, you are qualified for visa 191, which is a permanent resident. It's a straightforward. You just migrate to permanent residence, okay? It's for business, yes. Pay me for consultation. You see some of you. My consultation is one of the cheapest too. I know it's for business. My consultation is one of the cheapest too. Eh? And some of you will use a crying emoji and kill me on my inbox. Health assistance, you can't get that job from outside of Australia. Once you come in here, now you go work tire. The job will be pursuing you. But from outside of Australia, it's hard to get it. Okay? Yes, Naira. It's just $40. 40, you know. Now, actually, ego be how? Now, small money. $40. 20,000 Australian. It's not 20,000 Naira. It's $40. If you want to pay in dollars, it's $40. Yeah. Job in. No shipping job. No, shipping job is not in demand. 491, you don't need to renew anything. 491 visa is a temporal visa of 5 years. Once you stay up to 3 years, you'll be qualified for a permanent residence visa 191, and you go for 191. You don't need any renewal. You don't have to worry about renewal, okay? You don't need to worry about renewal of any visa if you come with 491, okay? Yes, if it's an accountant, you have to get a very high point. Most accountants are getting 95 points, which is over 100. So, yeah. Indians and Asians are very good at getting that high point in accounting. Accountants, yes. High points, yeah. You need to get it. It's true. Before you be nominated. Okay? Yeah. All right. Do we have one more question? And I think I'm going to conclude this by saying that, yes, you can come to Australia in different pathways. You can come through visa sponsorship. You can come on your own, whereby a state will nominate you. Okay? You can come through student visa if it's what you want, but that one is really expensive. Even though it's expensive, if you check it as well, if you're coming on your own, the money you will use to apply for your visa also is almost equivalent. Not really equivalent anyways. Student visa is more stressful. But you have to make a decision at some point. Okay? You need to at some point make a decision. Actually, what do you want? All right? And follow suit. Okay? All right. I think I'll be somehow signing out now. We have stayed here for 1 hour, 1 good hour. Okay, this interaction section. I shared a video on that skill assessment. Please check videos on my channel. Check videos on my channel about skill assessment, and I'm going to do another one soon. Okay, it's really important. It is not hard. You need to supply documents. It's only few occupations that you need to write exam. Most of them is for you to supply the documents they need and pay the fee and get a positive assessment. As long as you do it very well, you get a positive assessment because they have their requirements. Every occupation, they will tell you what they need for you to get a positive assessment. They will tell you minimum job experience and minimum qualification. If you have all of them and supply them with authentic information, something they know is valid. Yeah. When they say reference check, you provide a correct reference check. When they ask you to write your CV, you make sure you mention all the skills that they need in that you have done those things, okay? Then you get a positive assessment. And then you go for your visa. Or you look for an employer that will employ you. I said when you do a skill assessment, you can even go for a local job and tell the employer you already have a positive migration skill assessment. Then they will know that they don't have to worry too much about you. All they need is to provide you with visa because you're already qualified in Australia. National Diploma in Community Health. Which country is that? Community Health, National Diploma. Okay. Forever. Someone said to me 40 minutes is too small. It's not. So sometimes I go above it, but I can't just be promising you that. But you get value. I'll be able to create pathway. And if you do consultation with me, and after consultation, and you are not motivated to shoot your shot, or you go for something that we have agreed on, then I would say that you should be ashamed of yourself. You should tell your village people to leave you alone, to shine. Okay? Tell my village people, leave me alone. I want to shine in 2023. Because sometimes it's procrastination. It's procrastination most of the time. It's not that you don't know what to do. Okay? So, you have a guideline, you have a pathway. You follow it. Alright? And you move. And you need to have patience. So it's not every migration that you have to do today and move tomorrow. Some of them will take time. People don't tell you when they are doing this thing. They only tell you when their visa is out. I need you guys to stop this thing. Most people you know that are moving, apart from the UK one that happened, all this UK jabbering recently, most migration, Canada, Australia, people don't talk about it. They will just be doing everything. Once their visa is out, that's when they tell people, okay, I'm planning to go to Canada, I'm planning to go to Australia. And you think it's that time, and before you know it, they move. And you think they just started it today and moved tomorrow. No. When you start the process, you shoo and keep going. Once you click, you tell people, I want to. Then the next thing they know is that you are moving. That's how it's done. So when you hear that, actually my 11-year-old daughter did my makeup. I should be showing it off. Why am I using these old people's glasses? You see my nice makeup today. She begged me to do my makeup. I said, okay, why not? 11 years. She was actually doing it very well. So yeah, that is it. Okay. So I think I have to sign out. I've actually tried. My hand is paining me. So from time to time, we'll keep doing this live section where I have the opportunity to answer your question, and you too, you have opportunity to ask your question. Okay. So most of the questions you are actually asking now, people that have come during the first section have already asked that question and I've answered them. I have done my mechanical engineering. If you do a diploma in mechanical engineering and you have experience, that you will go for a job that is lower. You will go for a profession, a job title that is lower than mechanical engineering. I think they call it craft person or draft person or something. Is lower than that. It's a trade occupation. That's what you'll be qualified for. Okay? Please keep hitting like button. Like my video, like my video, like my video, like my video. Community health. National diploma. You need to check the assessment authority. There is a community health. But the question is, does any of the states have it in their occupation list? Community health. Not very, very. Petroleum engineering. I haven't actually seen petroleum engineering. I haven't seen petroleum. I haven't. It's not one of those that pop. I haven't seen them in different occupation lists, like state and territories occupation list. Are you sure? So, see the person that did my makeup. All right. Okay, you can.
How many people?
A lot. All right. Okay, more questions. You need to be fast, okay? What are you buying? Oh, gosh. Careful with your card. Diploma in midwifery. No. Diploma in midwifery will not qualify you to work in Australia. You need a bachelor degree for you to be registered with APRA from outside. But if you have done it in Australia, a diploma nursing, you will be qualified. Please answer me first, I beg you. Diploma in midwifery, I've said it now. But what is your question? When you say please answer me, you need to ask your question again because the first one has disappeared. Okay? I'm so sorry. It's not intentional. I didn't mean to. How much do they take for the skill assessment? It depends on the occupation. The skill assessment fee depends on their occupation. Some occupations are high, some are 780 something Australian dollars, while some are up to 1,000 something. Okay, it depends on your occupation, so I can't actually tell you exactly. You need to find it out. Is this there? The link is there. You need to just check. Okay. All right. So how do you find your assessing body? I always say it. When you find your occupation in the occupation list, by the side of it, you will see something written in blue ink. Click on it. It will tell you the name of your assessing body. And also, you will see number written in blue ink as well. When you click on that number, that is Unskilled number, okay? When you click on Unskilled code, you will go to a page that will tell you everything about that very occupation. For example, you talk about mechanics. It will tell you your level of qualification, the level of qualification you're supposed to have. It will also tell you level of experience, whether it's 2 years or more than 3 years or up to 5 years, so that you know that when you do your skill assessment, you'll be able to get a positive skill assessment. Okay, so every information is there. All right. Okay. All right. So if I say I am signing out now, I hope everyone is happy for me to sign out. Library science is not something you will get from. Agricultural technology, yes, you are in the list. Agricultural technologies, you actually needed here. You actually needed here. Who is homeless? Who is said is homeless? Who is that? I started with craft models, 1, 2. Craft. I don't know what you mean by craft model. I don't really know. I don't really understand what you mean that you started with craft model 1 and 2. I'm not familiar with that terms. I'm so sorry for that. Okay. You know why I'm so happy? Monday is our public holiday, Labor Day. I'm not working. So it's a long holiday for us here. But if you actually work on Monday, that is public holiday, you will earn plus 50% of what you're supposed to earn. That is Australia for you. Okay? Okay. I think I've covered all your questions. Eh? I have actually tried. I just want to praise myself. You know how it is. To have more strength. To praise myself. Hello. Are those your kids?
My friend's kids.
Oh, okay. All right.
Mom, what did you say?
You said it's her friend's kids. The girls. Okay. That was my ex-colleague. When I was a student, I actually did a nursing assistant in one hospital like that. So we do so many jobs before we finally landed. Okay. We do so many things. So when you come in, you will see so many jobs. But you may not, even when you do skill assessment, and for example, an accountant that will say, for example, an accountant, you do a skill assessment, you come in with visa 190 or 491, you may not see accountant job immediately, but you will see other jobs that you will do that will earn you money. Okay? There is this question I missed. There is this big question. Someone just asked a question. Okay. Yeah, so there's so many ways to come to Australia. So many ways. You can be sponsored. You can come through student. You can come through employer-nominated visa, sponsored visa, or you can come through a state-nominated visa, whereby you don't need to have a job to come in. You need to express your interest. I want to tell you one thing. Do you know that Australia migration system and Canada migration system is literally the same pathway? It's the same thing. The same thing, okay? But I noticed that you guys don't know people from my side of the world. Africans, they know more much about Australian migration. And that's why I'm dedicating my YouTube. And I see many people giving you wrong information. I see many people giving you wrong information about Australian migration. I'm like, if you keep giving them false hope, when they actually see the right thing to do, they get disappointed. That is one thing about giving people false hope. But from day one, if you tell them this is like this, green color is green color, they know what they are going for. But when you feed them with wrong information, they get hyped and they get disappointed when they actually find the right way to do it. I have applied for work at the SIC. No response. Which job did you apply for? I want to tell you one thing. Once you apply for a job and you go through, there must be an email. Did you receive an email? Most people tell me they apply for a job, they didn't receive a response. I say your job didn't go through. Your job didn't go through. One thing in Australia is once you apply for a job, even in SIC anyway, you will get a confirmation email. It is a must. It is a must. So is there any confirmation? Australia is a beautiful country, my darling. It is. We chill. I keep telling people it's home, far away from home. If you understand what I mean. There is inclusiveness, there is dignity in labor, people appreciate each other, you know. People care about how you do, how you are feeling, okay? We have plenty, what will I say? Leaves, sick leaves, family leave, and so many other things. Vacation leave, annual leaves, okay? Yeah, people look after each other, you know. They really care. If whether it's pretense or not, but that culture is there, okay? Web developer is there. I had a consultation with a graphic designer recently, and I hope that guy will take this opportunity and shoot. Web designer is in the list as well. You need to go through your pathway. Do your web designer is there. Is it categorized as ICT or something? It's under ICT. Okay, web designer is there, graphic designer is there. Yeah, for someone that is telling me, is it about health workers? No. Web designers, graphic designers, web developers, and so on is there as well. Oh, I didn't get that question. It disappeared. I didn't get that question. I can't get job in my career. Oh my goodness. Architecture. You cannot get a job, it's fine, but you know you are qualified to come independently. You see why you guys make mistakes sometimes. Architect is in every state occupation list. Okay? Can you please calm down? Read the assessment requirements and do your skill assessment. Okay? Do your skill assessment. It's also possible that when you come in, you may not find a job in your occupation, but there'll be other jobs that will do will pay you very well until you get job in as an architect. But you know what? You can come without a job. You are qualified for visa 190 and visa 491. You see, follow who know road. Follow who know road. All right. Okay, I think I'll be signing out. I keep saying I will sign out because people keep coming with questions, and I don't usually want to cut people off. But I think I have to say goodbye. Please like my video, like my video, do like my video. I think I've tried. It's 1 hour plus section. Please keep liking, okay? And I will see you. Aliens don't work. aliens, a black alien. Gosh. Okay, yes, they don't work. They only enjoy money. All right, guys. Take care. All right, bye, guys. Bye. Like. All right. Take care, all right? You can still ask your question and I will answer them, okay? Take care. Bye.